Hello, in this section of Microstrategy training, you are going to learn how to get started in running reports. We're going to cover the Shared Reports folder, selecting prompts and running a document, document headers and document summary and details that will be included in all delivered documents. And while you'll see many other features in this lesson, they'll be covered in future videos. So we're just going to cover how to run a report and what's on the report once you run it. To do this, I'm going to sign into the pre-production instance of Microstrategy, and everything we're going to do today is in the Shared Reports. So if you click on Shared Reports, this folder contains all of the delivered items that have been developed for you. So you cannot write anything in this area, but you can read only the things that you have access to. This particular person only has access to the student folder and to the utilities folder. You click on the student folder. This person only has access to the SPOT application, the Student Perception of Teaching. And if you click on that folder, you get down to the documents themselves. You can select any of these documents to run, and we're going to select the instructor overview just to start with. So you just select it and click on it, and you are prompted to run the report. You can select multiple if you're allowed to. All the prompts have edits on them if there's a required value, or you can select multiple values, but it's a menu-based item, so you just would highlight it and press the arrow to add it to the selected items. Or if you want to take something off, you highlight it and press the arrow back. We're just going to select one term for this particular application, for this particular demo. In the next one, for SPOT department, you see there are only 3 departments available, and that's because that's all this particular sample user has access to. If they didn't want to see all departments, they could highlight one and take it off. But we'll look at all departments for this example. Okay. Once you've selected your prompts, if there's multiple pages, you'll see a next screen for as far as prompts go, but this only has 2 prompts. One's required. The term SPOT department is optional, as you can see up here. You can run the document. So you're going to click Run Document. And now you see the report. Now this particular person doesn't have access to any data, and that was deliberate. But you see the header and footer that's on every report, and that's what we want to cover today. So on this particular report, well, on every report, there'll be a Virginia Tech symbol to indicate this is a Virginia Tech report. This report is managed by Enterprise Systems. The name of the report and the description of the report will be on the first page, only the first page of every document. At the bottom of the page of each document will be a summary of the project name, the description, and execution time, and other report details. I filtered for academic term 2014-01 and what departments I selected. So all your selection criteria is listed at the bottom of the report. The footers, which are on every page, will say who it was run by, when it was run, pre-production, with is the instance that we're in, the project that we're in. There'll be a confidentiality statement of some kind, Virginia Tech ID, and what page we're on. So that's the structure of the report. One other key feature is the help. And if you hover over help, you see an arrow. If you click on the arrow, you see the choices for help. We have specific help for every document. So if you want to know more about the instructor overview report, you can select that. The BI Hub is a social network that you're welcome to sign into. It's a SharePoint network. There are instructions at this link to get signed in, and then you can go directly in and ask questions, share information with other MicroStrategy users, and get other resource links for MicroStrategy development. The data dictionary will cover all of the data that's available in MicroStrategy for reporting. We have an FAQ, and if we get a lot of questions about this particular report or spot data in general, there'll be information on this frequently asked question. We also have a frequently asked question for MicroStrategy overall. If people are having trouble signing on or running a report or finding a report, there is a frequently asked question detailed here. And then a list of who to contact. As far as if this report, if you have a question, who's the person that would know how to answer your question about this particular report. All of this is in a Confluence site, and if you go to the Business Intelligence Services portion of Confluence, and any of these link to that, you'll see the MicroStrategy link, and this is all of the resources available as far as online resources for our MicroStrategy implementation. So how we get to the BI Hub, the data dictionary, the training materials will be here. This PowerPoint presentation is here, and links to the YouTube will be here. We have also documents for training, and every area will have its own area for about this report, and every document will have a an item here that will link to the headers in MicroStrategy. Okay, to get out of the report, you can do several different things. You can do an up arrow, which is probably the easiest way to get back to your original document. We're going to talk in great detail about other navigation features, but that is basically how you would go in and run your first report in MicroStrategy. More on navigation in the next lesson.